What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another rewards video here on the Sorare Streak to Glory channel. This week, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. We had a bunch of promotions. 4 promotions. I think that's the most we've had on the series, but I think 3 relegations, just 2. One in contender, which was really tough. I keep making a 3rd contender lineup when, like, in reality, I probably shouldn't. I should probably just use those in fillers for All-Stars. And then, as you can see, we have another All-Star lineup. I think that was a 6 stack. I don't think we used a goalie in that. So, couple upgrades for our Darmstadt, or however you pronounce it. 3 streaks was unbelievable. Sorry, 2 streaks. This doesn't count because it's common. The League One, we have still yet to have a good League One streak. And our challenger lineup with Michelin, obviously that's not how you pronounce it, but you get the gist, you know who I'm talking about. They just, ever since I've bought them as a collective, it just hasn't worked out. Now, funny enough, when I was looking at the crafting for today, I was at, so we got 2100, right? I was at about 700, and when I was reading, it was telling us that you get a Ballon d'Or pick this week for craft, which is awesome, super cool. You never know if we get anybody good, but it's definitely an interesting one to do that, especially if you get like a tier 2 room. I don't know if the rooms have been changed now. I have no idea. So I bought a couple fillers for Michelin, and I got like 300 essence plus top 5 pick, which is huge if we get if we get a good room. I don't think I'm gonna waste it. However, I didn't really do math very well, and at 1900 plus 7 gave me 2000, like more than 2000, right? It's 2600. So now I have 3000 essence, and I don't know, maybe we can, I don't know if we can buy. I don't know if we can buy. Did they up it? So these crafts, yeah, it's 2000. We don't need to check the essence. Yes, no flavor, obviously. I thought they would have changed the rules. So we do have 1 of 5, best of 5. I'm really hoping there's specialty rooms. That would be crazy, because then we can use the top 5. If not, this is the only part of the video. It's going to be super short, probably going to be under 5 minutes. Oh my God. Is this like supposed to happen? Like, I don't have any more essence. We're gonna go in blind. Do we go in blind? This has to be, we have to go in blind here. I wish I had a league, man. I should have bought more. Oh my gosh. Man, okay. Let's settle down. We normally go with 7, right? It's right here. We have 2, 6, 7, 9, and 10. I don't like taking bookends, right? I don't like taking 1. I don't like 10 and 1. I kind of have a feeling going 7, but I also think this card standing alone makes it that much more special. It's going to be a tier 2 no matter what. Let's rip it. Oh, who'd we miss on? Ooh, Perisic. We don't use Perisic. I think Lubacchio is starting to be a starter for Benfica, moving from PSV. Okay, so the Prem wouldn't have mattered because it just would have been a complete sale. Balgun, that's kind of tough. League 1 would have been great, but like I already have a League 1 stat. This Perisic would have been sick only because he would have sold for so much. I think I'm happy with that. Like, he plays in Challenger, which means I can stop using the horrendous Michelin forwards that we have, which I will show you. I'll kind of just give you some insight into this. So obviously I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but we're just gonna go Michelin. Olafson, great. He is phenomenal. He gets tons of clean sheets. He did have a goal leading to error leading to goal, sorry, but like you can see, clean sheet the last 2 games in the champion, or in the Europa League, sorry. He plays internationally, which is huge for international breaks. We will have, and we have a decent goalie. Not that Iceland's great, but if they play, he's a good goalie for a weaker team, which could be very, very good. But his scores have been very well. Beck we just picked up. He's been phenomenal. Diao, I think, who's main Diao. I was thinking about picking up him, but because of this promo, his card is 17 bucks. I could obviously buy him for 6, but Ehrlich, I think, is back from injury, and Babu is a decent card to just kind of sit and you know what you're going to get from him, about 45, 50 points-ish. That's probably an average. I don't like to use him a lot. I normally use him in a second lineup. Their fullbacks rotate so much. You have Bach, Paulinho, and Babu. I believe, not Diao. Who's the other one? Yeah, no, Lee normally plays in the middle. I think Gabriel sometimes plays out on that flank. Billing has been playing unbelievable recently. And then Simsir we have as a classic. So he's our classic card. And then Osorio has been out injured. But this is what I mean. So Bramado and Deju normally will play as their forwards. Now, Cho Ju Sung has played a lot as well recently as a sub, and he scored 2 out of the 4 games he's been subbed in recently. Look at these scores. I didn't even buy these guys for that much, for $5, and I bought them in this territory. I figured, okay, this guy's probably going to come on, maybe 70th minute, 80th minute, bag a goal, maybe starts a couple games. Okay, whatever, $5, that's fine. Deju, I bought for $20, again, in and around this area. He has been, since international break, he has been god awful, horrendous. This is his only half decent game, and in this game, both defenders scored. I think Bach and Billing scored. Sorry, Billing scored and Chojo. So yeah, that was their. The game he got subbed on. This game, one of the games, yes. Okay, so it was a goal here, and then, was it an own goal? Yeah, Christensen scored an own goal. So again, own goal, defender scores. He's been horrible. So I have a feeling, again, he is young, don't get me wrong. I have a feeling that Cho Gyu Sung, potentially, just because he's got a little bit more maturity to him, could become the starter. So he is the next person I'm going to pick up. I don't know when that might be. Probably in a couple days, because I'm not paying 12. I could try and get him cheaper. A couple people have bought him for $5. So maybe $4.85 would be a nice pickup. But that is you know what? That is a sweet card. I don't want to do anything too soon, because Labacchio could be phenomenal for us. He's not going to pop up, which kind of sucks. I kind of want to check out my card, I want to look at, okay. Is it LEU? B? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, fuck. Sorry. My bad. We're all over the shop today, Ben. While we're doing this and we're about to be looking, let me know down below what you guys got in your UCL player picks. Or player picks, this is in FIFA. Your UCL crafts. I probably think that all of the rooms are either stars or tier 2s. I personally, if you have a small balance, if you run a road to glory, if you don't put thousands and thousands of dollars into this game, you want a tier 2, because at least you are going to pick up somebody who plays and is solid. If you get a star room and you don't hit the star, it would be really shitty if you got a Benfica bench 20-year-old. Obviously, utility for under 23, that's great and whatever, but in season is where it's at right now. Classic is great, but your classic cards, the more I win in season, the more in-season cards I can buy, the more money I can hold for the next year, or for MLS and the rest of the Americas, and then the Asia competitions in the summer, and it moves through. So then my contender cards the next year are that much more. You know how it works. But let's see. Let us see if he's decent. So the issue is this team has so many forwards. So Andres we own, Ivanovic we own. Andres plays a lot more out on the left. Ivanovic plays at striker. Obviously, they have Pavlidis, who is going to be their starter. Bruma hasn't played. She's only played 2 games, but I assume he went there relatively recently. Okay, that's good. So he was injured. What was this injury? Calf injury in August. Got sold, didn't play. He wasn't even on the bench. So that's good. Got subbed in, assist, and won a penalty. Phenomenal. His in-season goes for $20. So we could make $20. Maybe like $18.50. Let's just say $18.50. We could be at $18.50, 52, 53. Let's say 53 to be safe. So we could be at 53, which would be sick. But I kind of want to run him next week if he's potentially not going to play against Chelsea today. I don't even know. I should have looked. Is he scheduled to start? He is. Do we have a starting lineup? We should. So, okay. So he does play out on the right, which is great. That's phenomenal. Benfica could be another team we could filter into. Like, Rios would be good. If Ernest, if Frederick, if he's a defender, no, he's a midfielder in game. Be nice if he ever drops back, but like Dahl, Rios, Bacchio, and then maybe Olofsson and Beck could be a pretty solid lineup. I said this video is gonna be 5 minutes. It's 11 minutes because I'm just rambling right now. Yeah, but Richard Rios is $20. Nope. All right, well, that's the end of the video. We packed somebody unpacked. Oh my God. Stop with the FIFA. We pulled somebody sick. Let me know in the comments down below. This is the second time I'm saying this, but if you made it this far, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and in that comment down below, put who you got in your tier 2 or in your star, or let me know if you didn't get a special room, because if you didn't, I'm really, really sorry, because I think this was a great idea. Obviously, you lose some essence, but at the same time, we're up 300 essence for next week. If the craft is different, maybe we craft again, who knows. We did get lucky with the top 5, so we probably weeded out all of the guys who are low-end tier 2s, but you can't complain about that. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Presty out. Peace!